Okay, here guys, I'm going to try and explain this to you using my stylus. Okay, so a person casts a shadow of length 6 meters at the same time a building is 7 meters high. Okay, so this is 6, this is 5. These are similar triangles. Okay, they're not congruent, they're similar. So that means they're all the triangles and all of them are equal to each other. Okay, so there you can use your ratio rule. Okay, so if this is 6 and this goes up to 25, we have 6 divided by 25, okay, is going to be equal to the same ratio, right, that this increases. Okay, so since it's 6 over 25, it's going to be the height of the person over 7. So I'm just going to give the height of the person x, right, you can call it h, whichever one you want, okay, over 7. Okay, so now there's a couple of things you can do here now, right? So the ratio of 6 over 25 is going to be x over 27. Now 25 and 7, right, they don't have a common denominator that's quite low. You can do it that way. But the easiest way to do it is, if I want to get rid of the 7 on this side, I multiply both sides by 7. Okay, so I'm just going to write that down. Step 1, step 2 here. Okay, so if I multiply both sides by 7, it's going to be 6 by 7 over 25 is equal to x multiplied by 7 over 7. Okay, now that's x there, so sorry about the bad writing now. And right, so I can simplify it. If I multiply by 7 and divide by 7, I can cancel them both out. This turns into 1, this turns into 1. So step 3, I'm going to rewrite that. 6 multiplied by 7 over 25, okay, is the same thing as 1x over 1, which is the same thing as, right, just 1x. Or x. So now I have 6 multiplied by 7 over 25, so this is the fourth step, okay, is equal to x. So that's going to be equal to, sorry, I'm just doing my head, 42, yeah. 42 over 25 is equal to x. So therefore x is equal to 1.86 meters, so it's equal to x. So the height of the person here, okay, is and the height of the person here is 1.86. Okay, so you can pause that and do what you want. Now I'm just going to get rid of all that writing, okay, and I'm going to do number 7. Okay. Okay guys, now so I'm going to just do question 7 for you. So Oisin measures the length of the shadow of a tree, which is 10 meters, okay, and he measures the length of a shadow of his friend, which is 4 meters, okay, so 4 and 10. So we can use this ratio. If his friend is 1.6 meters tall, how tall is the tree? Okay, so the same thing here is the ratio of 4 is to 10 is the same thing as the height of him as the height of the tree. Now, the diagram has not given you the information here, okay, so you have to fill that in, right? So always draw a little sketch for yourself if you want. Okay, sorry about the bad drawing now. 4. So these are similar triangles again. This is 10, right? Not to scale, obviously. You want to find out what this is, x, or you can say h if you want. But they've also told you that this is 1.4. Okay, so this ratio of 4 is to 10. Okay, so the first question, part 1, is 4 over 10, right, is equal to the ratio of, right, this part 1.6 over x. Now, I'm going to show you a different method here as well. Alright, so that's a little awkward now because it's x over 4 line. Can be done, but it's actually easier if you look at the ratios the other way around. Okay, so if I say 10 divided by 4, okay, so the ratio of 10 divided by 4 is the same thing as x divided by 1.6. Now this question is a lot easier to do, so this is method 2, okay, as I've shown you the thing. So this one is easier because the x is on the top of the line. Now both of them can be done, but I'll do the easier method first. So if I have 10 divided by 4, x divided by 4, I want to get rid of, right, the 1.6 here, okay, because it makes it awkward. So if I divide by 1.6, I can multiply both sides by, okay, multiply by 1.6. So here I'm going to have, that's just a bit of a mistake there, 10 bracket 1.6, because what I do for one side I must do for the other, okay, and and then you have x multiplied by 1.6 on that side, divided by 1.6. Okay, so now and then you simplify. So these two can cancel out. Okay, and that, make sure that's a point. So now you have that's going to be equal to 16 over 4 is equal to x, which is equal to 4 meters. Okay, and if you see there in the notes, or they also given, I've boxed it off and written down answer. Now it's a lot clearer in those notes. Now, this way can be done as well, right? It doesn't have to be done this way, but it's a bit more awkward. Okay, you can turn both of these upside down. If you turn both these upside down, it'll give you the same thing as this. Okay, so it gives you the same ratio. Okay, now what you do is you still you want to get rid of 1.6, so you can divide both sides by 1.6. Okay, and you'll get something like this. I'm multiplying this here by it, but I'm still dividing the whole thing by 1.6. Now, I wouldn't advise this method, but it can be done this way. Okay, so those two simplify. Okay, so now you have 4 over 16 is equal to 1 over x. Okay, flip them both upside down, and you'll have the same answer as you had over here. Okay, so this is the answer, 4 meters. So x is equal to 4 meters. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to go and now to question 8. Okay. Let's want to use my stylus again. So a ramp is built, right, to facilitate a school wheelchair. The ramp must rise vertically is 8 centimeters for 1 meter. Now it's probably easier to either convert it all to meters or all to centimeters, whichever one you like. Okay. So this is the ramp, not the scale, obviously. So vertical distance is 8 centimeters. Right, that's centimeters, right? And then 1 meter, which is 100 centimeters. So you can keep it all in centimeters or all in meters. This way it's actually probably easier to leave it all in centimeters. Now you want the ramp, right, to go up, right, 72 centimeters. Okay, now you're trying to figure out how far it has to go across. So it's the same thing again, ratios. Okay, so you want to try to keep x above the line just because it makes it easier. If you put it below the line, it's a bit awkward. So x divided by 100. Okay, since I put this one on top, I must put the 72 on top as well. So the x is here, so 72, and right, 72 divided by 8. Okay, so what am I going to do here, right? So it's x divided by 100, 72 divided by 8, right? Will tell you, right, what it's going to end up being. Okay, so if I want to get rid of 100, I multiply both sides by 100. Okay, so x, so 100. That's step 1 is to draw it. Step 2 is to write out the formula, so you're comparing ratios. So if you put x on the top here, 72 must be on top on the other side, or vice versa. Okay, so it's going to be step 3, 100 by x divided by 100 is equal to multiplied by 100. So 72 multiplied by 100, so divided by 8. Okay, so x is going to be equal to 7,200 divided by 8, which is going to be equal to 900 centimeters, which is equal to 9 meters. Okay, so the horizontal distance in meters, right, should be 72. Okay, right, couple of things that are important. So these are similar triangles. Three angles are the same. Okay, so this angle, right, is the same as this angle. Okay, this angle here, right, is the same as this angle here. Okay, and this angle here is the same as this angle here. So that means the sides, right, are going to be proportionate to each other. Okay, so that's what we're working off here.